What's up, everyone? WizardKen here with your Xbox 360 World of Tanks news. Today, of course, you can see that I am not actually on the screen. The program that I usually use to do this is not working right for some reason. I must have a setting wrong or something like that, so it doesn't want to work. Also, the next thing is, I'm sorry I didn't get this out on Thursday, but I've had a lot of things I've been doing, getting ready for this subscriber party on Monday, recording and editing, and then also I've had to do with, of course, like regular house stuff, and also I have work and stuff like that. So, and then, you know, as more and more people join our community, guys, I get more and more comments I have to reply to each and every day. I mean, I think a good 30-45 minutes when I get home is pretty much responding to your guys' comments, and that's just when I get home from work. That's not saying what I respond to when I'm at work or when I first get up from before I go to work. So there's a lot of you guys commenting, and I love it. So anyways, there's not a lot of news. I mean, there looks like there's a lot, but there's not. I mean, they had the Gamescom recap, and really there's nothing there except for like a couple pictures, and then it says, oh, we kind of did this and this, but it doesn't go into detail of what they talked about. Now, there are a couple videos, especially on the recap of part 1. Down here they do have a video. I think actually all of them have a video, but I haven't watched them yet. I wasn't really into watching them, because they were just like, oh, we just did this and this and this, but it doesn't really explain what they did thoroughly, like to make me want to watch it. So if you guys want to do that, you guys can check it out. Just go to World of Tanks or just look up World of Tanks on Xbox 360 and it'll come up with this. Anyways, so let's talk about the August Extravaganza. If you guys have not or have not been playing the last couple of days, this is the weekend event that's going on. Unfortunately, we have to miss Friday stuff, but for Saturday and Sunday, we will be getting 5 times experience for every first victory. This is awesome, guys. I think with all of my tanks the other day, and I didn't use all of them. Like, there's like 2 premium tanks I didn't use, or 3 of them I didn't use. But anyways, nonetheless, all the tanks that I do have, guys, I made over, even the ones that I can't convert the experience, just the ones I'm even building up on, I did over 100k worth of experience. So that was pretty badass. So jump on these every single day. I'm gonna do mine. I still haven't done mine. I've got maybe a couple hours to do mine, and I want to jump on it as soon as I can. But I've been so busy. I've been writing down everybody's stuff for this platoon party and everything that I shouldn't have gotten what I did yesterday, because I should have been working a lot more on the video stuff, but I really wanted to get those ×5 so I can make better videos of other tanks. But anyways, regular vehicles tier 8 on up to tier 10 is 15% silver boost and discount. So basically, buying the vehicles is going to be a discount, but when you use them, you also get a 15% increase in silver. Premium vehicles, let's see, tier 2 to tier 5 is 50% gold discount. Tier 6 to tier 7 is going to be 30% gold discount, and tier 8 is 15% gold discount. Those aren't bad, especially for some of those tier 5s, or even the tier 6 and 7 ones. I wouldn't mind paying, getting some of them, because they're 30% less in gold. Crew training, now it's 50% gold and silver discounts. Now, I have tried doing this, and for some reason I've heard some people say it doesn't on theirs, but it doesn't actually include the 50% discount. I don't know why. No idea why it's not working right. But it's not. I'm still having to pay. I can't remember. I was trying to train some guys the other day to go into a tank, and it was like, instead of, like, I usually pay like 1,000 something in gold if I want to fully bring them over, so I don't have to make them work or get 3/4 of the way knowing of the tank. I want them to already know the tank. I usually do that on my tier 10s, but the other day I was looking at it and it was still 1,000 gold, because I was thinking, hey, it would only be 500 gold and it wouldn't be as bad, but it's not working for some reason. Alright, premium time. 180 days for 11,475 and 360 days for 20,400 gold. That's not a bad deal, but you won't be seeing me spending that much money on them. I usually do like the 30-dayer, and that's it. So, and that makes me happy. Now, alright guys, let's see, tanks a lot. All you have to do is log into the game once per day, and I believe that just that gives you the T1E6-X light tank garage plus a garage slot. This is a nice little tank. It's a tier 2 American tank. It does suck in a sense of life, but when you're playing tier 2s, that's all you're gonna do. Now this does have preferential matchmaking. It only will see tier 3, so, and you can still tear them up. Now I've been having a lot of fun with this tank. Me, Bubba, and Roy have been taking this out and just flying around the place with it. It's been a lot of fun. Now the next thing is, some of you guys might like it. I don't care too much for it, and I'm not really trying for it but so much. But win 10 battles from tier 4 all the way up to tier 10 once per day. This only applies once per day. Now all of these are basically regulated the same way. Tier 4 all the way up to tier 10, and then once per day you can gain one of these. But for this specific one is win 10 battles. Now today you will get the large repair kits, and then tomorrow the large first aid kits. You'll get 5 of each. So today you'll get 5 repair kits if you can do 10 battles winning. And then the next day, if you win 10 battles, large first aid kits. So that's pretty cool. Now this is where it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but you know, at 50,000 is 50,000. So I did both of these, but I didn't get the middle one. I didn't get that the spotting one. I did do the destroy 16 enemy vehicles in any number of battles. I did win that one, and then I did the win 16 battles, and I got another 50,000 in silver. So 100,000 in silver. It's not amazing, but it's something. So, but let's go and talk about the other stuff I was going to talk to you about. Alrighty, so we're going to be talking about the question and answer that they did for Gamescom's day 1. This is like a recap kind of thing. Now, there are some dumb questions in here, or at least dumb answers, like you knew it, they would answer it this way. But I was really disappointed on how much they've actually told us on things. It's really like, hey, come out and see us, but we're not going to talk about really anything, and we might explain more. And I believe there's more than just this question and answer. It sounds like there's going to be a part 2 or maybe even a part 3, but as of right now, they've only given us a small little list. This is just some of the answers that people have asked, and then WarGaming gave an answer, and I'm not going to go over all of them, but there are some that I want you guys to know about because I have been asked these, and of course I was dead on some of these. Like, are you planning on releasing an Xbox One version of the game, and if so, can the accounts be kept from the Xbox 360? Well, basically, WarGaming said currently they're only spending all their time on 360 and making it the best that they can. They have no plans for Xbox One version at this time. Now, when Xbox One was originally coming out, they were talking about, you know, oh yeah, you know, we're gonna bring tanks over the Xbox One and this and that. But now it just sounds like, okay, it's maybe we bit off too much that we can handle, or maybe there's just so many people on Xbox 360 and they're afraid to go to Xbox One and not be able to give the 360 people the things they want, like quicker updates, which is a smart move. I'm just pissed that they were like, hey, we're gonna bring in the Xbox One, and then they're kind of like stepping backwards. This is more or less saying, hey, it's not coming out for a very fucking long time, and that kind of pisses me off, because I would love to see what the graphics would look like on there. So anyways, the next one, are you planning to improve the current maps, or just going to add new maps? Now, basically their answer was yes, they're gonna, you know, make the weather effects, spawning locations, everything they usually do on the PC version. They're gonna trying to incorporate that with the World of Tanks 360, but also like, you know, we have exclusively like the weather stuff and this and that where the PC version doesn't. So they're always going to try to improve it and this and that. Now, one of these that sounds really good was, when will you introduce the Japanese tanks? And basically, they gave the whole thing that we're planning on releasing them, but it's in the future. So that kind of is just like one of those, yeah, we're not going to tell you. There was actually a really cool thing, so it does give you an idea of how long it takes them to really sit there and make, we'll just say, like light tanks, medium, and heavy tanks, and even tank destroyers. This is cool on how long it takes them just to make one tank. How long does it take you to make a tank from scratch to finish, basically? And they were saying that the models take a month, and then everything has to go to their historians, and then once they do that, they have to give the geometry for the Xbox 360, basically. I understand that, like, that's why the Xbox One is a little bit easier for developers, is because it's like a PC. They made it a lot easier for them to convert things back and forth. But the 360 is kind of like a pain in the ass sometimes. And then once they do that, they need to, you know, basically skin it and this and that. And then also, like, the sound effects have to be put in there. And then also they talk about, like, you know, the moving parts and this and that. Like you see the gunners moving up and down and this and that. The external, like 50 cals and stuff like that. It takes them, it pretty much sounds like it takes them about a month and a half to finish up everything on one tank. So you can see how, like, they're crapping out so many tanks. I mean, it takes them about, what, 3 months, 2 or 3 months to get, like, a line of tanks out. So yeah, I believe it, what they're saying, the way they're bringing out tanks. It's not that they don't want to, it's just you know, it takes a long time to do it, and I understand that. Like, you know, now after reading this, like how long it takes them to do it, now I kind of feel bad for saying, what the fuck, bring out the rest of the tanks. Alrighty, anyways, let's see. Okay, they also talked about the packages. Are they going to actually start going back to the PC version, where you could individually equip things? Like, you could put whatever barrel you wanted on there, as long as you had the right suspension and the right turret on there. You didn't have to have the biggest engine on there or this and that. Like, it allowed you to sit there, and instead of fucking with all of the tank, like having to have a better radio and this and that, all you had to do was upgrade the suspension, upgrade the turret, and upgrade the barrel, and you were good to go. You didn't have to have the biggest radio or anything like that. But apparently, from what WarGaming says, is, let me see, the package system is here to stay. So there's no change in it, guys. It's always going to be like this. We have been modifying the packages with the help of many of you from the forums. Thank you so much. To be the great, let's see. Yeah, to be the great in terms of weapons choice and module balance. In addition, the packages system's easy to understand upgrade tree combined with the facts that you don't need to worry about, like weight makes them greater for getting, yeah, blah blah blah. Anyways, basically they're saying that they don't want you to sit there and do like some people on the PC do, where they unlock like all the guns, and then once they get to that last gun, they realize, like, oh shit, I can't mount it because I have to unlock 2 of those turret heads and get the last turret head so I can actually mount this damn thing. A lot of people, you know, fuck up on that stuff, especially beginners. So they just want to make it as easy as possible. Now, this is the other thing that pissed me off too, was, will training rooms be introduced in the next patch? Basically, like practice rooms, stuff like that. And basically they were like, no, they have no plans for doing it at this time. All they're basically saying is they are just going to keep using the videos to teach everybody how to play. But they did say there's exciting updates in the areas, soon. So maybe they might make more playable tutorials, but you won't be playing with a friend or anything like that, possibly. I'm not sure how they're gonna do it, but it sounds like basically if you want to just practice with your friend, it's not gonna fucking happen. It's not gonna happen, which I think is stupid. I think you should be allowed to practice with your platoon against each other and learn and work together, especially since they came out with this platoon battles. I mean, how are we supposed to practice like actually getting these maps down and this and that if we can't do a 1-on-1 or a 6-on-6 or anything like that, to be able to just learn with our friends instead of having to fucking try to explain something to your friends and you're blown up because you're trying to explain something to them. Anyways, there's some stupid ones like will the weather effects affect, no, actually that was a good one. Let's see, I can't remember, there was something I thought I saw. Yeah, well, okay, I'll get to this one last, this stupid one, but the really cool one that I saw, that I thought was really neat, was will weather effects affect spotting range in the future, and apparently they are testing this right now. So basically, if we're in a heavy rain or heavy fog or anything like that, your spotting range is going to reduce significantly, which will actually be nice for us heavy tanks that don't want to be spotted by fucking tank destroyers or light tanks. So that's going to be pretty cool, and I wonder how much that's going to be affecting the arty too. So that would be neat. And then let's see. The last thing I wanted to talk about was, and this one made me laugh because people are asking, hey, when are the HD tanks going to be coming from the PC version into the 360 version? And basically they just went into the process that it takes forever and a day to make a tank on the 360 and this and that, and that basically they can't talk about any plans of making this game more HD. Now, I don't know about you guys. I have put up videos of World of Tanks PC, and I put up videos of the 360, and to be honest with you, a lot of people that play the PC think that the Xbox version looks a lot better. Even with the newer HD tanks, they still look a lot better on the Xbox. And I tell you, I have a huge computer. It's really fast. I've got one of the biggest video cards you can have, and more than enough RAM to run on high levels on pretty much every single game. And I can tell you this, it looks better on the Xbox. It really does. So, but anyways, guys, that's your news report. I will be off tomorrow. I don't know if I'll be able to upload, but I'm supposed to usually spend time with the woman on Sunday. So, but also I'm gonna be working anyways. I'm gonna be sitting here writing down everybody's stuff again, just so I have an extra copy of who's gonna be joining me at what times on Monday. So, but anyways, guys, I'm WizardKen. Until next time, see ya.